Howdy do, raindrops! I'm gonna be redesigning your OCs again. I took every submission last time because I wanted to be nice, but I can't do that anymore, okay? I'm only doing 3 maximum from now on, unless people submitted this time anyway, so... Okay, before we start, I decided beforehand that if I get any hand-drawn OCs, I'd have to actually redraw them instead of just painting over them like I did last time, and I'd also have to try to imitate the style so we can just focus on the design. And fate decided that every character I'd have to do is hand-drawn. And I want you to know this was completely random. Like, do you think I want to do this? Like, it's just making it harder for me. But I'm pretty sure you clicked on this video because you wanted to see art and not me blabbering, so let's just go on and proceed to the art. So the first OC we have is submitted by Alexa. I don't know how to pronounce her name, I'm just gonna call her Mizo. Now the first mistake I made was recording this in portrait mode, so now we have this tiny window of a recording. And I don't know, for some reason I couldn't sketch this out. Like, it's almost embarrassing to show you how long the sketching phase took. I think I was trying to go for like a playful, really energetic thing, but I don't know, I really just couldn't get the proportion right. Now looking at the original OC, the picture that was sent to me, she kind of looked athletic, so I kind of wanted to make her like go active and outdoors. They were submitted without context, so I wouldn't really know. I'm just guessing, assuming based on the design, so I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just want to think I'm right for once. And yeah, the legs gave me the most trouble, but I think at this point, yeah, here, I think I kind of got it right. I was just having a lot of trouble with the chest and the legs, because her style is kind of really mature. I don't know how to say it, but it's like anime, but a little closer to realistic, I guess. I'm probably wrong, but it's like one of those things. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But anyway, here I'm just like sketching out the new clothes, new hair. I've been using the liquefy and the transform tool a lot because I did not know where I was going with this, but I thought it was fine because I didn't start off with the line art just yet. I was just getting like a rough idea of where everything was going, you know, put the hair up in a ponytail and just change things bit here and there because it's not fan art, it's a redesign. I'm pretty sure most of it was just messing around because I really just wanted to get this done because I was really stressed out with how long the sketching phase took, and I still think the proportions here look bad, so I just decided to leave it out for the morning because I started recording this like pretty late at night. It was almost bedtime for me, so it's probably why I couldn't get the proportions right. Now me fixing them and doing the line art is one of the things I forgot to record, so we're just doing this little playback that ibisPaint provided. Now I know there's an option to like show it, me zooming in and out and stuff, but the playback's way too fast. You don't want to see that. You're not gonna be able to see what's going on, and there's not much to say about this phase anyway, so I don't think it's really important for me to keep that part really long. Now we're just doing the base coloring. I don't really think I changed much because it was fine to me anyway, and the most I did was just like switch things around. I was color picking, but since it was a picture of a traditional drawing on like a sketchbook, I had to make it more saturated digitally because it's not gonna look the same from you know what I mean. I really like the aesthetic she had already, so I didn't decide to change that too much, so I just, yeah. And I was going to shade these, but then I realized, no, we're just doing this for the design anyway, and that would be a little extra work that I do not want to do, so I am not going to do it. And she started to look a little like Sakura from Naruto here, or at least that's what she was reminding me of, so I made her hair like a little more orange, just to make it look right. And I didn't do any shading at all, but I did put a bit of highlight in the hair because I thought that would look pretty cute. And yeah, I don't really think there really is anything much to say, so you can watch the rest of the coloring phase, and I'm not gonna skip through it because I think it's pretty satisfying. But if you do want to skip through it, then I don't know, I guess you can do that. So here's my redesigned version of Mizo. I'm really happy with how this turned out, and even though the sketching and the anatomy took too long and I had a lot of trouble with it, it was really satisfying doing the line art after all the proportions were fixed. And yeah, I think I did pretty good. and she looks pretty, I guess. But then again, I don't know what the original intents with this character were, so I probably did some things wrong, but I don't care. I think it looks fine. I don't know why I look more saturated in the recording, but this is what it actually looks like. Let's just move on to the next one. Now for Exhibit B, the next OC was submitted by my good friend Box. He just sent in his persona here, and oh my god, this was extremely difficult, and I was scared to have to do this because, well, for one, there's no line art, and the style is completely different. It's like more comic-y and more cartoony, but I think I did pretty good trying to imitate the anatomy, but I was just scared having to, finish the drawing because I couldn't, like, properly line it to get everything. I don't know how to describe it, and I didn't really redesign much because he's a wizard and I'm more used to making OCs like modern present day humans. I can't do sci-fi or fantasy so much, so I really don't know. I just added some sandals, gave him a scarf, made the collar bigger, but I think that just makes him look more like a vampire. I honestly didn't know what I was doing. I just really wanted to get this over with, just like the last one, because yeah, I should really start planning these out more. But even then, I'm still pretty glad with how this turned out in the end, even though it wasn't really my best attempt. And I think the shape of the body just got washed out by the big overalls, the coat. I just completely ruined it. I have done a no-line art style before, but that was a really long time ago, and the style was completely different. And even though I kind of overestimated how difficult this would be, but in the end, I still think I could have done a much cleaner job. So I guess if any of you are planning to do this, then think of it more like sculpting instead of painting. Well, I guess that still depends on the person, but that helped me out a lot, I guess, and just thinking of like every shape as a different like block of color. I really don't know how to describe it anymore, and I don't think I can say much else, so let's just let the rest of this play. It's So here is my quote-unquote redesign of Box. I don't know, I feel kind of mediocre with this one. In terms of imitating the style, I could have done so much better because this doesn't feel exaggerated enough, and I barely changed anything. So yeah, I definitely could have done better, although I am semi-happy with it. Now for our final contender, submitted by another good friend of mine, Leah, is Reese. I do not know if Reese is a boy or a girl, so I'm just going to assume neither and make them as gender-neutrally sexy as possible. In the middle of sketching Reese, I noticed, Jesus Christ, these legs just keep getting longer and longer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep my old style after this, but fortunately I did, I believe, because I'm not sure because I haven't drawn any legs in my style recently. I don't know what the hell this pose was supposed to be. I think I wanted to include the little doggy pupper there somewhere, but no, I decided I don't want to do that because I can't draw animals. I'm just gonna focus on the person. Now here I am, I'm doing like the rough sketch of the clothes and whatever, and oh, here we go, portrait mode for a bit because I took a break, and then when I went back to recording I forgot that I was supposed to keep it landscape, so you're just gonna have to be staring at this weird black border for a while. I do like how she does her brush strokes when I ended up making the hair. It just felt really nice and satisfying and so swooshy. I was having a lot of trouble with the eye though, but I guess in the end I managed to do it. And while we're talking about Leah's style, I will proceed to say that she has line weight in her style, and I cannot do that properly because I do not have a stylus and I'm not used to doing line weight, and I don't feel like manually editing every line, so we're doing the next best thing, which is the force fade out, and it's not gonna look very clean, but it's all I got. I do think it looks really nice with the hair, but for the rest of the body, yeah, it could have been a lot better. So here I'm just color picking and base coloring the thing. That's like usual. I didn't change much. I did give Reese a little turtleneck though, because apparently I can't live without them. I was gonna abandon the tie, but then I decided no, I want to put it back. And in the original it was black, but I thought I wanted to add some color to it, so I made it green because that's the color of Reese's eye. Okay, I'm practically done here. So this is our new Reese, which I'm gonna be frank with, I am the least proud of. I think the legs look nice, but they're still not nearly as long as they're supposed to be, and that arm just looks extremely wonky. I don't like it. The eye could have been so much better. I think that's what defines the style as a whole. I think it should be bigger. I don't really know. And the head just looks way too tall with how floofy I made that hair. It just doesn't look right. I'm very sorry, Leah. And I was trying to make it look like it was unisex, but it ended up drifting more towards a male. So I hope if Reese does have a gender, that's what it is. Speaking of Reese and their creator, Leah noticed that all of the submissions were from friends, so I'm gonna ask them for their opinions and hope they don't hurt my feelings with how much I butchered their styles and ruined their OCs. So let's see how that turned out.
Help, I've fallen and I can't
Hold
get
up. Okay, here they are.
Hi.
My sad attempt at copying your art styles.
Alright.
Hold on a second. Box doesn't wear sandals.
It's a redesign! Shit!
Box doesn't wear sandals. Box is already wearing.
Who would wear sandals over an overcoat?
Oh my god, Reese! What have you done?
Reese!
Jesus Christ.
Moreover, what did you do?
What do you mean? What did I do to him?
What did you do to Box? You made his hair his hat.
Okay, Collie, here's the biggest mistake you made. Reese
What?
isn't supposed to be happy.
Oh,
Reese is not supposed to be happy.
Look, this is the original Reese picture. He is a serious boy.
I'm sorry!
Not even that, you forgot the Pokemon in his hand. SMH my head.
Bro, I was good. Alexa, what about yours? And about Mizo Megumi?
Let me just point out one thing. Why is his pants brown?
I don't
But
even know
still,
what's
I think you
happening
still did
anymore.
fairly well.
Yeah.
Legs.
The legs are long enough.
Dang.
Yeah.
Then have you really copied our style?
Okay,
I'm sorry.
now that-
I draw my
now-
character 66%
Okay.
alike.
I literally have no complaints besides the pose. What the hell? It's like a happy-go-lucky pose. No, it's not happy-go-lucky.
That's not the way. Shall we exchange punches?
Alexa's dying in the background.
Oh,
Babe,
poor
are you
Alexa.
okay?
Don't worry, Alexa. If I slap a hot cookie onto
Did
your
you
face,
just say
you are going to
Alexa?
die even more.
Alex,
I'm joking.
L.
I think he has to wear sandals though.
Shut up about the sandals!
I honestly think it would be better if he just wore simple brown shoes.
Let's go on to Reese.
Okay.
I think you did fairly well. I just want to understand, what is that thing around his neck?
Expression.
That's like supposed to be like turtleneck? Like,
What?
I think.
What?
I just realized that she got the colors pretty good. Do you know Reese?
no, it's because I sent her a colored drawing instead of actually just, sending her a sketch.
Where's the other line for the glasses?
What? I can't.
What?
I feel like she's gonna cry.
It's better than me. I can't make glasses. Or else they look like eye bags, apparently.
They do though.
I thought the way you use the colors was really good, and the pose was actually
Top hat, I don't know.
well done.
Please
It
don't. It doesn't
doesn't fit her character.
I can tell you all about Reese later.
We're gonna have a long talk after this.
So, long story short, I did a terrible job, so it was probably a bad idea to decide to redraw the characters. Oh my god. But if you want me to do it again and watch me suffer again, then just let me know. And if you don't like voiceovers and you want me to go back to text, then let me know as well. I don't know what you like. You're gonna have to communicate with me. Now leave me alone. I'm gonna cry.